Hi, I'm Reverend Tom Kearns. Welcome to 333 Magic 9, where the tarot cards and the astrology stars come together to help you. There's a lot of wonderful energy coming at you this month, so if you need a psychic and spiritual reading with a little bit of astrology, you can come visit me at Temple Heights Spirituals Camp in Northport, Maine. I'll be there the first week of July or the second week of August, either week. So, it's a beautiful place and it's a great place to get a spiritual reading. Or you can contact me through professorastrology.com. Now, here's what's coming for your sign this month. The tarot cards that will be used this month correspond with the astrology. They are the Knight of Pentacles, which represents methodical action, the Empress, which represents abundance and intuition, the Page of Wands, which represents ideas and adventure, and the Nine of Swords, which represents worry and fear. Capricorn, the card for the first week of the month is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this is a practical energy that you would like, Capricorn, and suggests you need to be careful and methodical in business with money issues. So take stock, take inventory, and make sure you use your common sense in any business dealings. Now, as we look down into the first week of the month in the astrology, we see that Mars, right up there, is in Leo and your 8th house of shared energy and shared resources, but he is in opposition to Saturn in your 2nd house of personal money. And this is a difficult opposition, so it is important for you to know what is yours and what is the energy of others. So do not take advantage or give advantage to others. You must balance these energies. Venus is also in opposition later in the week, and again from the 8th to the 2nd house of others' resources and your resources. So with Venus, you must know what it is that you value the most and protect it. Otherwise, you may face a loss of something valuable, and cooperation will be needed with other people in business. As we move into the second week of the month, the card is the Empress. Now, she represents a powerful and stable energy. She suggests there is a creative energy in the air, which can lead to opportunity and abundance. And she also suggests that you need to follow your deeper intuition. And as we look down into the astrology for the second week of the month, we can see the week begins with a conjunction of Venus and Mars in the 8th house and the sign of Leo. So this is the energy of the lovers coming together. And this is much, much more positive than the first week of the month. So it may enhance your ability to share intimacy and energy and business with a special person. Now, this is also quickly followed by a beautiful trine from the Sun, which is in the 7th house of partners, and Neptune, which is in the 3rd house of the mind and communications. So this will allow you to communicate on a deep spiritual and loving level. Lucky you. The tarot card for the third week of the month is the Page of Wands. Now, this is a good energy and suggests some new and exciting ideas that may lead you to a new adventure. So plan well and don't be silly or foolish, because you may be starting on a new journey. Now, as we look down into the astrology, the third week is energized by Mercury, and he is in the 7th house in the sign of Cancer, and he is sextile to Uranus, which is down in the 5th house of pleasure and creativity. So this is an opportunity to express yourself with a partner, and you just have a wonderful sense here of getting along. So you might even meet somebody that comes out of nowhere. So be open and be ready. However, do not be silly, because there is a Venus-Jupiter opposition later in the week that connects the 9th house and the 3rd house. So the 9th house is understanding and understanding others, actually, and ideas. And the 3rd house is the house of communications and the lower mind, or just the thinking mind. So you have to worry a little bit about either thinking too much or being too excessive, giving too much. So you might not always understand the power of motivation and ambition that is in the air. So you need to move a little bit slowly and carefully, especially with people you don't really know. Now, as we move into the final week of the month, the tarot card is the 9 of Swords. Now look at these swords just hanging up in the air. All this is very difficult energy. So there may be opportunities around, but you must clarify your mind. Get rid of all these swords so that you can see them. Fear will hurt your efforts to get ahead. You must ask yourself, are your fears real or are they imaginary? And make sure you do not get lost in your fears. Now, as we look down into the astrology, the 4th week features Mercury in the 7th house, that's the house of partners, in opposition to Pluto in the 1st house, and that is your house of expression and ego. So communication between yourself and others must be moderated carefully. You must know who you can trust and what you can speak about. Don't spill all the beans, in other words. Now, Jupiter will be entering into Aquarius and the 2nd house, and he will oppose Mars in Leo. Mars is the god of war, and he's up in the 8th house. Now, make sure your secrets remain secret, or other people may lose some respect for you, and you may even lose a financial opportunity. So be careful with intimacy and be careful with money. Hi, I'm Reverend Tom Kearns, and this is my story. If you are a spiritual seeker, it may help you on your journey. I believe your spiritual development is as important as your religion. If you look at Christianity, it focuses on the life of Jesus. But Jesus was never a Christian. He was Jewish. If this thought intrigues you, you'll enjoy my new book, Light from Water, Freeing Jesus. It's available on Amazon.com and through fine bookstores. And it may help you on your spiritual journey. I'd like to thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe because these videos are free, and hit the little bell for notifications. And for a special offer, visit my website, internetpsychicreadings.com.